A nice and dreamy feel is what contemporary artist Ameh Egwuh is showing art lovers.
Fantasies of the other side. That's how contemporary artist Ameh Egwuh captions his recent solo show in Raleigh Gallery, Lagos, where he lets his imagination run wild, exploring new ideas and embracing surrealistic scenarios.
The idea was to use different afterlife beliefs to create different spaces in my head that I feel like going to look like in the afterlife. So it's me creating my own imagination of how I want the afterlife to look like. And I made use of different afterlife beliefs, like the ancestral worship, belief in nothingness, reincarnation, and an ideal space of, let's say, heaven and hell.
There's no particular accurate description of what the afterlife looked like. So they were sort of like an exercise in fantasy, where you're sort of creating and manufacturing new worlds. And so I think that was the goal for this particular body of work, in thinking about imagining and inventing new things. So that's where the idea of, fantasies come from. And then the other side is, just in relation to the idea of the afterlife, yeah. And so fantasies of the afterlife is basically the artist's way of saying or bringing my own imaginations to this concept that everybody, to a certain extent, has engaged with at some point or the other. Either you've lost someone, or you've even just thought about the idea of what it means, where do we all go after we die.
I'm still with you. It's just creating an imaginative space of somebody that you might have lost, but giving us that consciousness that even if they are not there right now with you physically, but metaphysically they're actually there with you, in the spiritual realm. They can actually comfort you. You can actually reach out to them, and they'll actually listen to you. So it's just so every single piece is just me representing my thoughts, just me representing the imaginative space of how I want the afterlife to look like for me. So that's what I believe.
He plays with cool colors in the few works of art he has displayed as humans and animals interact in these landscape paintings, while others display culture.
I make use of lines because I'm fascinated about lines. I like the effect it gives whenever I paint with lines. I like the vibrations it gives to your eye when you look at it, and the feeling that comes with it. So one thing unique about my work is just the use of lines, and I make use of those lines to just express myself, and on every single piece, there's something that's unique about every single piece. The fact that they are faceless. There's no eyes, no nose to give it a distinct human look or face, and that is intentional because I want to say whereby anybody that comes into the space to look at each painting, they actually connect with it. It's not like you looking at the painting and seeing a particular person there, and you can't connect. It's like you coming in and putting yourself in the canvas, and you creating a face for every single painting. So what you need to know about painting is just the use of lines, and also they're faceless.
With this show, the artist reveals the importance of making the best out of living by making beautiful memories that will linger in the other side, which he calls a happy place.
One thing you will see, one unique feature about every single piece is the fact that every single painting looks happy, that it looks like an happy space. And there's this stereotype that come with the idea of the afterlife. When you die, there's this use of maybe scary figures, like spirit of death is a skeletal figure wearing a shredded robe holding a scythe. So and that looks scary, and there's this fear that comes with death. So now the idea of this painting is to give you this feeling of it's for us to find solace in death. For anyone that have lost somebody, that consciousness that they're in a better place, not in a scary space, and also for us to enjoy life itself. So one thing I want anybody that comes into the exhibition to take away is the fact that enjoy life, live life to the fullest, and also because of the fact that anybody that you've lost at this moment, they're in a better place.
Something that kept coming up over and over again is this idea of taking stock of our lives. When we are able to deal with issues and just face issues of death and what happens when we die, then maybe we start to consider and reconsider the way we live our lives currently. In thinking about if I'm going to be living this life and if I'm going to be going somewhere else. And it doesn't even matter if somewhere else is based on religious beliefs, but just the idea of we are going to leave this earth one day, and how do you want to live your life right now while you're still alive.
This is the second part of this twin exhibition, which is a meditation on death and the afterlife. The first took place in Los Angeles, United States.